a press down up there, but overall this card's great. One of the better ghosts we've got so far. Alright, now into the next box we go. This is some more Yu-Gi-Oh! I don't know what the order of these boxes are. We're just getting them back now, so we're just going to go through them as we get through them. I'm sure we're not going to go in order, but most of these things are sequentially graded. So we have a really cool set of gym heroes, Japanese gym heroes coming up that has complete and some other really cool things. To start us off, we have Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is a PSA 9 first edition, started by Joey. All of the starter deck cards and from Kaiba, Yugi, Joey, all of them are going up recently. This is a 9. Pretty freaking awesome if you ask me. Great piece. Now we have the Ghost, Red Eyes Black Dragon. This is an 8. I've seen a lot of the 8s we've just gotten back. And this looks clean as can be. The only possible thing I see with the issue of it is right up there. There looks like a little bit of a weak corner. But the hollow literally doesn't have a single surface scratch on it. This is labeled DT1. It's actual dual terminal preview, as you guys can see with the DTB. This is a 7. This is about a $5,000 card raw. The only issue with it, which I knew it had it when I shipped it off, was that corner right there. But this is still a phenomenal.
Yeah, there's winding on the back, and then the top corner right here is bent.
Yep. This is a Dark Magician, first edition from Starter Deck Yubi. This is a phenomenal card. I mean, all Dark Magicians and Red Eyes and Blue Eyes are going to be absolutely phenomenal. Now we're getting into some Blue Eyes again, and this is a 10 from Starter Deck Kaiba Evolution. What a phenomenal card. I know a lot of people are going to be interested in this one. Just straight up phenomenal. It does in fact look like a true 10. I don't see anything really wrong with it. It does just look in fact gorgeous. Now we have the Ghost Blue Eyes. This is an English one from Haunted Mine. It got a 7. I see a little bit of an indent right there, which probably knocked it down because the hollow is pretty clean. There's a little bit of surface scratching, etc. But in general, the cards are pretty phenomenal. Now we've gotten a 9 Blue Eyes White Dragon 20th Anniversary Pack First Wave. Compared to the last one we got, which was an 8. This one, the Blue Eyes, thankfully does look a lot better. The corner is way better. There's just a tiny bit of issues on it, but this is freaking phenomenal. Awesome cards. How's it going, Matt? This is what I've been doing for the past while, so. This is another Blue Eyes from Starter Deck Kaiba Evolutions. It is first ed. This one is an 8. If you compare the two cards, honestly, this looks pretty clean. Yeah, I'll let Matt see if he can see what the reason was for those two being such a different grade. We'll continue on. This is a Dark Magician Girl. Everyone's fucking favorite card and first girlfriend is the Yu-Gi-Oh player.
There's a nick on the hollow.
Okay, there's a nick on the hollow for the 8. This got a 6, which is still a phenomenal grade for this coming out in 2005. It's just a gorgeous card. I'm sure a lot of people are going to want her. Everyone loves Dark Magician Girl. Now, let's continue with Dark Magician stuff. We have this Dark Paladin first edition from Magical Force, Magician's Force. This is a fantastic card. Straight up fantastic. It's like it's about a $200 card, non-graded. With a 7, I expect that to be a little bit more because that is still near mint. But honestly, fantastic. Going with it is Dark Magic Attack. We got a 9 on this one. Makes the Sanctuary. 2004, the next year actually has him on it. Looks like. Great card. Now we have a pair of two dark magicians and chaoses. Both of these invasion and chaos first sets of the original printing, ultra rare. We got an 8 and a 6. I'm sure the 8's a lot more exciting, so we'll talk about that one for a little bit. Card looks super clean. Gorgeous, gorgeous card. From Dark Revelations 2, a super Ryukoki. This probably a lot of Yu-Gi-Oh players nowadays wouldn't really care about this card, but this was one of the OG cards that you would get off Pyramid Turtle.
Wait,
And it's always when it's put on first, they have their own.
Steam is spotty in it.
Well, that sucks. Well, this is our first stream. We're gonna try to get it a little bit better. We weren't able to get hardwired this time, but we will be able to in the future. This is an LOB first edition Celtic Guardian. It got an 8. These are pretty rare. This is Asian English, as you can tell by the back. It does look a little bit off center though. Cool. Now we have an Obelisk, the Tormentor. We got a 10. This is freaking awesome. It is the jump one, secret rare, etc. It's just a fantastic card. The blue back on it, you know, fantastic, fantastic card. Now we have a first edition Yada. I mean, I can only count how many times that I got Chaos Emperor Dragon was saying it on board and they just Yada locked me, and that was the end of the duel. I'm sure this brings back a lot of troubling memories for a lot of people. Just how annoying and ridiculously overpowered this bird was. This is Light and Darkness Dragon. This is it's a 9. It has a great hollow bleed just like the Yada does. I think that's pretty common for these cards, but you can see the hollow bleed kind of throughout the whole thing. Pretty phenomenal. Alrighty, on to our next box. Well, this is not going to be in super order. I don't know what these look like when they come out because they just come in these boxes and we have a box full of tons of these. So I'm just grabbing them kind of randomly and we're going to go from there. This looks like it was the start of some of my Japanese Gym Heroes decks and stuff from my childhood. We'll just start on the left. All of these should be pretty high grades. We're starting off the bat with a Japanese Brock's Geodude. This received a 10. A lot of this stuff is sequentially graded, so you're going to see a lot of commons and rares and stuff. All of these ones right now have the no rarity symbol, which is kind of rare. Then we're going into another Brock's Geodude. This time he's level 17 instead of level 13. This received a 9. Again, all these Japanese cards are going to be very high grades. Brock's Golem. Brock's Golem, 10. Great card. This one does have a rarity on it. It is a rare. Brock's Graveler. Again, this received a 10. Pretty awesome card. Another one of Brock's Geodudes. This one received a 9. We do plan on creating a full, complete sequential set of most of the Gym Hero stuff, and we're going to put that on display. It's probably going to be one of a kind. I don't think anyone else in the world has anything like that. This is Brock's Diglett. PSA 9. I'm not certain how some of these cards received lower than 9 scores. Some of the Japanese ones, because they were all packed fresh. And they all should have similar centering because they came out of the same products. But, you know, it just could be graders mood on the day. Here we have Brock's Mankey. I really liked all these cards with the Gym Heroes, with the people on it and their badges. They just add a little bit of touch. And now we have the Sandshrews. These are both Brock Sandshrews. One of these is from his deck, the starter deck, and one of these was from Gym Heroes pack. You can tell the difference because this one doesn't have a rarity symbol. This one does. I personally like this art a little bit more. Evolving from Brock's Sandshrews, we have Brock's Sand Flashes. These both receive 10s. This is an awesome set. 4 10s. all the evolution line, all the Brocks, pretty much sequentially ordered. You can't ask for anything better than that. Charlie, Bloodkins Collectibles did a great job getting these done for us. Both of these are 10s. I kind of like this art a little bit more. Not exactly sure why, but I think he's a little bit better. Continuing on down, we have Brock's Zubat and Brock's Golbat. The Zubat received a 9, while the Golbat received a 10. The Zubat was from the starter decks, again, no rarity symbol, while the Golbat was from packs. Now we are getting into Brock's Vulpix, or Vulpi, I don't know how you say that, but we have a set here. We have 2 8s, an 8 and a 9 on these two. One of these has a rarity symbol, one of these doesn't. Also, it's kind of funny that the Japanese Gym Heroes that was from packs is a little bit darker and more red than the one that came out of the start. This art I like a lot more than the previous 2 Vulpix arts. Just looks much cooler in my opinion. And then we did receive a 9 on Brock's Ninetales as a holo. Not exactly sure what caused this to lose a point. Everything on it looks fucking fantastic. Now we have Brock's Lickitung. This received a 10. Cool card in general. Just part of making our set of the Japanese Gym Heroes collection. And then we have Brock's Protection. Also got a 10. His shirt's pretty freaking cool. That's down the top box. Now we will start getting to another one. Again, I'm sorry that these are going to be a little bit out of order. We are doing a live review right now. We haven't seen any of these. As you can tell, they're freshly coming out of boxes. Ooh, this is nice. I like 10s.
This is from March or May?
This is from May. We got a Satellite Cannon Gemmin 10 from Dark Revelations. This is a fantastic card. When I was a kid and I used to play Yu-Gi-Oh! Before it got so combo-y and win or lose on the first turn, I remember just absolutely loving this card. It was absolutely fantastic, and I'm stoked to add a 10 to my collection. Proto Cyber Dragon, PSA 9. This is also a very popular card. People love Cyber Dragons. This is an ultimate rare. As all of you know, ultimate rares don't get printed anymore. Fantastic, fantastic card. Continuing on down, we have a pair of 2 Cyber Twin Dragons, 7 Ultimates.
Twin 7s?
Yeah. Honestly, these look like they could be regraded. On this, it looks like the 2 major indents right down there, which I would venture to say this card should be graded a little lower than it. And this card looks substantially better. The issue with this card is just the surface corners and stuff. But this one has actual indents on the hollow and on the card.
They have me matching grades. Stay with the twins.
Stay with the twins. We have an XYZ Dragon first edition of 2003. I love these cards as a kid. Never could really make one. I don't think I ever summoned this card, but I dreamt of it many times. Vanilla Monsters just didn't really get there. Now, we have some horses coming up. These are fan favorites again. People love horses. This is a 9. This is a fucking fantastic card.
It's cornering the edges.
Yeah, but you can see the indents on this one, which should be, I think, worse.
They don't show up on the other side, so...
This is an awesome card. I got a 9. I don't have much to say about it. We are skipping from 6 straight to 9. And holy Toledo, we got a 9 level 8. It's not first edition, unfortunately, like the level 4 is, but everyone loves this card. And it's great to have him back. This is kind of disappointing. The Fortress Whale only got a 5.
Is that the Speedo one?
No, this is part of Pack 7. This is a real one.
Oh, damn.
It's sad it's only got a 5. Now we have some elemental heroes. We have a pair of flying wingmans. And Woohoo! We got an 8. 8s are great. As we like to say when we play Catan. The 6, we'll just try to like move him off to the side. Because this is who we really care about. Holy crap. I'm sure a lot of you Elemental Heroes and fans will appreciate this card tremendously. You all know how expensive this card is. It's like a $500 card raw. So to get an 8 from PSA is just fantastic. Now here we have an Elemental Hero Thunder Giant as an 8. Awesome card again. I am so happy with this grade, to be honest with you. I mean, obviously you want 9s and 10s, but you can't always get what you ask. Beggars can't be choosers, you know. So it's just honestly really great to get some more Elemental Heroes back. Continuing with some Elemental Heroes, we have a pair of Rainbow Neos, first edition and non-first edition. Luckily, the first set one got a 9. Getting 9s and 10s on Ghost Rare cards is next to impossible because they all have print lines just naturally. I have 16 Ghost Rare rods from the new pack. Every single one of them has print lines. Not a single one would get a 10. So just to explain kind of a little bit how hard it is to get some 10s. Now, we have some Shooting Star Dragons coming back, and these are fucking amazing. We actually got a 6 and a 7, which we won't really talk about. But we did, in fact, get 2 10s. I think these are the first 10 Ghost Rares we got. Oh my god, I'm so happy to get some of the 5D dragons as 10s. These are just absolutely immaculate cards. Now, to show some real heat, we have a Ghost Rare Black Rose, first edition. That got a 9. This card is like a $1,500 card raw, near mint. So, who knows what this is worth. This is a really outstanding piece for anyone's collection. And we also got an 8 with it, too. Both are first edition. Honestly, I'm blown away. When I was figuring these, I expected one to get a 7 and an 8. And we got an 8 and a 9, which I'm sure you guys know just how big of a difference that is. To end this little box, we got a Power Tool Dragon 9 first edition. Also a very popular card. All 5D dragons are just so popular. People freaking love them. Now let's get into another box. We are going back to Pokemon this time. I'm sure a lot of you guys are here mostly for the Pokemon stuff, so there is a lot more Pokemon stuff in this submission than there is Yu-Gi-Oh! So let's crack into it. We have a Sparrow, Lieutenant Surge's Sparrow, this is a 10. We have Lieutenant Surge's Secret Mission, Japanese, also as a 10. This is part of the Gym Heroes complete set that we were talking about. Some more 10s. This is Lieutenant Surge shaking his Electabuzz' hand. That's a freaking just fantastic scene. You just kind of remember all of like Ash's battles against Surge and Raichu and stuff. When you see this card, it just brings back all his memories. Surge at the Pokeball, also a 10. Now we're getting into Vermilion City's Gym. Also received a 10. Now we're getting some Holo Pokemon. We got Erica as a 10 without the gym, without a rarity symbol. This is a freaking fantastic card. Not only one because, you know, there's a girl on it, which makes cards worth more money instantly for whatever reason, but also because this is from 1998. It is almost 22 years old. And we just got this graded, like, recently. It's crazy that these cards even survive in these conditions for as long as they are. Moving on down, we have 2 different Vileplumes. These look the same, but they are a little bit different. This one is without a rarity symbol, the 10, which means it came from Erica's starter deck. The Japanese ones are very rare. This is a 9, which means it came in Japanese gyms packs. And that's very similar. Both 9s, 9 out of 10, very, very good cards. Continuing down the evolution line, we have Gloom Japanese as a 10. No rarity symbol. Works great with the Gym Hero set that we're working on. Now we have 3 Odysseys. Personally, I like this one. It's pretty cute. It looks like he got implanted. These all received 9s. There's not much really to say other than from the same decks packs we've been talking about. And now we get Executor and Execute. Execute got a 9. The Executor got a 9. The Execute got a 10. Again, I find it very unlikely that either of these cards are in different condition than each other. I think they probably both realistically are 10s. The only thing about these two that I see that maybe Uganda's knocked is that this looks a little bit off-centered compared to this one. So maybe that's the explanation for the grading difference. Now we have a bunch of different victory bells. Again, the 10 this time came from the packs instead of the 9 came from the starter decks. Going down the evolution line, we have Weeping Bell. This time it flip-flopped, and the one from the decks got the 10, and the ones from the packs got the 9. Again, kind of showing that PSA isn't perfect. You're going to get some differentiations in grades. Yeah. And then continuing down the line, we have the 2 Victory Bells for Outs. I actually really like this artwork. The flowers behind it kind of makes it look like it's hiding inside a garden or something like that, while the other one on the right is kind of just a little plain. That finishes up that box. So we will be moving on to the next one. Alright, now we're getting some English stuff, and it looks like a little bit more modern stuff. This is Koga's Beedrill from Gym Challengers. This received an 8. It is in English. Awesome card and all around. Rox Rhydon. This is also in English from Gym Heroes. This received a 9. There's a lovely swirl. I'm not going to be able to see if you can tell it through the... I don't know if you're going to be able to see it through the webcam. But, yep. And what happened here? We got a 5. Not exactly sure what caused the 5 on this. 5 is a pretty substantial. There is some whitening around the back and stuff. But 5 still seems a little bit harsh for this one. Unless there's indent, I'm not noticing. Umbreon and Darkrai. Looks like we have a few of these. Yep, we have 1 9 and 2 10, so I'll put the 9 down so we can talk about the 10s a little bit. These are fantastic cards. They are modern. I know a lot of you guys are probably like, ew, modern cards graded, whatever. That's all nice and all. These cards look fantastic. There's an Umbreon on it. I love it already. Continuing down the line, we got a Virizion GX. I think that's how you pronounce it. I don't think I've ever even seen this Pokemon before, if I'm going to be entirely honest with you. But it is a rainbow. Now we have some trainers. We have a pair of 2 Bosses orders, Rainbow Rare. Both of them received 10s. This is just such a format-defining card. I personally kind of like the full arts more than I like the Rainbow Rares, but it's probably why I graded them.
It's usually why the full arts are worth a little more than the rainbows. They like the color.
Yeah, some more Rainbow Rares. We got a Marnie. Everyone knows this card. Very, very powerful card in today's current meta game for Pokemon. It also received a 10. Team Yell Grunt. Not nearly as powerful as the last few cards we talked about. But still, it's a 10 as well. Rainbow Rare. Professor's Research. I mean, there's a girl on it, but she's definitely not a waifu. But she is a 10. Fresh Research, a very powerful card. Discard your hand, draw 7 cards. In a lot of card games, if that card ever existed, it would be banned immediately. But not in Pokemon. Now we got the Roller Skater. This was just another example of there was a girl on it. And we had it, and it looks like a 10. So we got it graded, and sure enough, it came back as a 10, and started up the waifu collection. Now we have a Tool Scraper. This is becoming more and more of a popular card in today's metagame. Getting rid of Pokemon tools is really important. Either knocking off your opponent's, let's say, Big Charm, just so you're able to one-shot them and whatnot. Yeah, it's a powerful card. This is a Twin Secret Rare, Twin Energy. This is a great card. Very useful. Not much to say about it. Again, we got a 10. A lot of these modern things are coming back as 10s, which is awesome. This is Charizard and Blaziken. Is the promo. And now we got Alenia. I mean, she's not the hottest Pokemon girl I've ever seen, but she's right. She is a 10. Guess we'll add her to our, like, sad waifu collection. She kind of looks sad, doesn't she? And now these two cards we're going to talk about together. We have a Shining Lugia and a Shining Ho-Ho. The Lugia did receive a 9. I do believe that is from the centering. The top to the bottom looks a lot more off-centered than the top and bottom on here. But, I mean, this is a great pair. I'm sure somebody will be very happy to have this set in their home one day. They are sequentially graded. And then the last card for this box is, in fact, Gyarados. It is, it looks like base set Gyarados. Yeah, right? And,
yeah, if there's no evolutions in both of his space. So.
Yeah, and we got a 9. Awesome. From 1999 to survive till today is a 9. That's great. Again, just like Matt said, the bottom is significantly thicker than the top of the card. So this received a 9, mostly due to centering. We have a lot of boxes to go through, guys. So we will also be trying to turn this into a YouTube video.
Yeah.
So continuing down Lieutenant Surge's stuff, we have Pikachu. This received a 9. Very sad. We would have loved to have the Pikachu's in 10. But beggars can't be choosers. 9 is still a great grade.
I do love the art on this one, though.
Yeah, have Pikachu running off into the sunset. It's always great.
Too bad they never made Pikachu a rare or something. The hollow on these cards would have been nice.
Yep. Now we have some Voltorbs and an Electrode. So the two Voltorbs we got, we have a 9 and a 10. Again, just a reminder, this one with the rarity symbol, the 10, came from packs, while this one came from a starter deck. The Voltorb received a 9. It also was from a starter deck due to the lack of rarity symbol. This Jolteon we got is fantastic. I wish these came back as 10s, obviously, but I love this artwork for Jolteon. He looks so mean. Like, Surge is the thing he's about to take you down. And Eevee, who doesn't love Eevee? Continuing on, we did get a 9 with this Tennis Surge's Sparrow. There's actually 2 swirls on this card. Or 3, actually.
What the hell?
There's 3 swirls right there. Which is kind of crazy. Would have loved to have a 10. But it is what it is. It's still an awesome, fantastic card. Now, continuing on the waifu collection, we have Misty, everyone's original best girl. I like this one a lot more than this one. I do like Psyduck, though. She just looks so happy, and she's winking at you and giving you those hearts. This one kind of reminds me of Misty more in the TV show, because which I don't remember as a kid, she was always giving Ash the hardest times and giving him shit. I think like Ash had to have paid back that bicycle like 50 billion times over. But she's still there. Here is her gym. We graded 2 of these. And we got a 9, thank God. And now we're gonna continue on with Lieutenant Surge's stuff. I absolutely no idea how this got an 8. I don't believe there's for a second that this card is an 8. But that's fine. I've seen a lot worse 8s, and this looks perfect. Here, Matt, what do you think? We graded 2 of the Japanese magazines. One is from a pack, one is from the starter deck. The starter deck one also got an 8. So I wonder what happened here with these 10 search decks.
Japanese cards are weird because they look like they have oil splatter on them all the time.
And they're not, yeah.
I can only think of edging being it. There's maybe a small thing I can see here, but
these both received 10s. These are both from the starter decks, so again, I don't see how this one got an 8. Like a 9, we could believe it, but an 8, I'm really having a hard time just actually believing these got an 8. Now we're going on to the 10th search of the main Pokemon. Thank God we got a 10 with this Electabuzz. This is honestly, it's just such a cool card. The lightning all throughout the back on it. It looks just fantastic. Another Electabuzz. This one is non-holo. Also received a 10. Again, such a great Pokemon. Now we have... Ooh, the Pikachu. This Pikachu I like a lot more than the one we got a 9 on. Not only is he doing some electric attack, but he just kind of looks like he's going to battle.
he's a little fat boy.
Yep, and then we got Raichu. Great cards. On to the next box. Oh, this box looks like it has some English stuff in it. Cool. I know a lot of you guys aren't as excited for the Japanese cards. This is an Alakazam 8. As a lot of you guys know, I collect Abracadabra and Alakazam. This isn't quite good enough to fit my collection, so we'll probably put it up for sale at some point. But I mean, who doesn't like Alakazam? Now we have an 8 Raichu base set 2. Great card. I don't see much wrong with it. There's a little nick on the top corner. Tiny bit of whitening on the back. When you compare this 8 to some of the other 8s we got, like that Lieutenant Surge one that I'm going to keep complaining about,
I'm gonna keep complaining about.
this card feels much more like a 9. You see a little bit of scuffing here. You see some whitening around the edges down here. Some whitening on the top. I can live with an 8 here. Other one, I'm still a little upset about. Here's the base 2 Alakazam, 8 as well. Again, not much to talk about. Great card though. Now we have an 8 Mewtwo. Base set 2 as well. Let's see how this card looks compared to the last couple of 8s we looked at. Okay, so there's a little bit of whitening and a little bit of edge wear up here. The corner's a little bit rough. Again, that feels more like an 8. Scyther. I'm sure a lot of you guys have played with this card. If you ever did play any old school Pokemon, it was a staple card in Haymaker. Slash for 30. Set up a Sword Dance for 60. Good card. No retreat. That was probably the most important part about Scyther back in Haymaker. This one does look a tiny bit better than the last 2, which explains the 9 versus the 8 grade. Pidgeot, 9. Did I see a swirl? No, I didn't see a swirl. Oh, yep, there's a swirl. Whose favorite Pokemon? Everyone's favorite original bird Pokemon. Now we got Wigglytuff. I see a few scratches in the holo. They're very, very light. Base set 2. I would say that's the appropriate grade. Now we've got Enchancy. Enchancy is a very difficult card. Actually, all of these, Clefable, Wigglytuff, all of these guys are very difficult to grade. The reason why these are so difficult is because of how light the holographic is. You can see all of the scratches, no matter how small they are, on these. Yeah, you can see tiny, tiny little print line / scratch that you would not see on a darker hollow at all. It's a Fable. Good card. You can see just a little bit more scratching on the hollow and the other two. Now it looks like we have Brock's trader cards. We got a 9 on this one. Don't see quite as strong of it, but 9s and 10s often, it's very hard to see the difference. Going into our Japanese Gym Hero set. Here's Brock as a non-hollow. Got an 8 on this one. Again, this, like, when we just looked at the last few 8s, this 8 just looks so much better than the other ones. I guess the biggest issue with this is the centering now. It's very off-center. Left to right is really bad. Top to bottom is really bad. Now, we have some more Pokemon. We have Brock's Rhydon. That's a 10. Freaking fantastic. You love getting back hollows as 10s. Hollows are hard to degrade in general because the hollow part scratches, one part's a lot harder to scratch. But the lower evolutions did get 9s. Again, not sure quite what was wrong with these. I do like this art a little bit more than this art. This art kind of makes it look like a cartoon and a little bit more just like a kid drew it, which is kind of, I like that. It's a little cool. And now we have some of Brock's Onyxes. I have no idea what is going on with this Onyx. It kind of looks like he's traveling through space. Kind of looks like he's digging a tunnel. Who really knows what Onyx is doing? But, yeah. And then this Onyx, which kind of is more of an appropriate artwork in my opinion. The background's really cool, and it just reminds me of Onyx, versus this thing kind of looks like I tried to draw Onyx when I was in 4th grade. We have 2 Golems and a Graveler, both received 10s. Very good cards. Both of these came from Brock's gym decks. And we have an English Nidoqueen as a 9, base set 2. It's attacked his damn boyfriends. Gets the cheats on him. And off to the next box. Alrighty. This looks like more of Erica's stuff, but we'll see when we get into it. Alrighty, so this is an 8 Erica's Vileplume. This is also from the deck. Don't know why this received an 8. Card looks perfect. Oh, there's one issue in the corner. I guess we could say that's an acceptable grade. Japanese basic Bulbasaur. Unlike Collectible Guru, I will not tell you this is a $30,000 Bulbasaur because it is not. But maybe one day it could be. Probably not. We can hope. Going up the evolution line, we do in fact have the basic Ivysaur. This is a great pair. I do have a Japanese 10 Erica's Venusaur, so that's pretty cool to go with it. Continuing down the starters, we did get a PSA 10 Japanese Charmander. This is a very good card. Everyone loves Charmander. And look at that like fire tornado thing that he left over there. What a massive like tornado for such a little lizard. The Squirtle unfortunately received a 9. Can't let all 3 of the boys come together as 10s, could they? No, they could not. But luckily for us, his evolution did get a 10. So we have the 10 War Turtle. These are fantastic cards. All of these starters are fantastic. Coming down the line, we have a Japanese Chansey. This is PSA 10. This is cool. This is very cool. This is a fan favorite card. Getting it as a 10 is fantastic. So this is a Japanese basic Kadabra. Also received a 10. As a lot of you guys know, I do collect Kadabras, which aged very well after Yuri Geller announcing that he's going to let Pokemon make some more Kadabras. And, yep. Now we have a Mewtwo 9 Japanese. Awesome card. I think in the Japanese version, it's a little more dark purple compared to the English version. Looks a little more bluish in the background. We have a Celebi X5 promo, Deep Through Time. I probably just created this because I like the art. Sometimes you gotta do that. Now we have an E-Series 9 Expedition. Expedition is a very, very hard set to find.
Oh, I love Expedition.
It was the start of the E-Series. It's honestly just fantastic.
Expedition's also the second set that has base set its name. That was a core set.
We have Seviper, EX Powers, just an 8. I'm going to talk about that. We have Umbilotuck from Supreme Victors, Reverse Hollow. I got a 7. We're probably lucky we got a 7 on this card, honestly, now that I'm looking at some of the scratching on the surface. An English Evolutions Ninetales. Obviously, Ninetales is a fan favorite card. The 8th's an okay grade. Can't exactly see what's caused it to lose some of those points, but we'll keep moving on. We have a Gallade. This is from Secret Wonders. It's a hollow. I'm not sure how Secret Wonders was printed, but there is a hollow bleed throughout the whole card. I got a 7. It's a little bit rough on the corner edges and stuff. Still a cool card. And everyone's favorite Chonkers, the Pikachu. We did get a 10 on the Pikachu. He looks pretty good. Japanese Pikachu. This Squirtle got a 9. Moving. This Charmander got a 9. We'll also keep. This Chansey received a 9. Not much to say. This is another band card, the Black Face Jinx. We did get a 10 on it. Fantastic card. Yeah, this artwork was only printed one time, I believe. Alright, it looks like we're getting a little bit more Misty stuff. Let's see what we got here. To start off, we have a Horsey. We did get a 10. I do like this artwork. It kind of looks like he's like in a digital. The Golduck. We also received a 9 on the hollow, which is fantastic. You really want to see 9s. I mean 10s, especially on the hollows. The Golduck looks great. There's a little bit of a baby swirl on for it. Coming from Golduck, we have Psyduck. I like his art. I like his eye. He's cute. Psyduck's always one of my favorite Pokemon. And some more water guys. We did get a 10 on the Staryu and a 9 on the Horsey. And we have a little bit of an evolution line. We did get 10s on both of these Poliwhis and the Poliwhirls. I really like this art. I really like the ones that look like they're not supposed to look real. Like the ones that kind of either look computer drawn or kid drawn. The big, thick drawing lines. Versus this one, this toad looks like it could actually exist. I'm less excited about that. Duong and Seal. The Duong got a 9, the Seal got Duong got a 10, Seal got a 9. Not bad. And we did get Goldeen and Misty's Duel, both as 10s. And we did get Misty, non-hollow, as a 10. Brock's trying feeding his Onyx 10 card. Brock's Jim 9 cool card. This is also a banned card. You can see a little bit of Misty's side tip. This is called Misty's Tears. This is honest. Actually, I was looking at population reports before doing this video, just trying to educate myself a little bit. And it is crazy. Misty's Tears has more cards graded in it than all of Jimmy Heroes does together combined. People love Misty's side tip. Here we have Misty's Tentacruel, and we also have Misty's Tentacool. This card's really cool because you see, it kind of reminds me of that episode where the ship sunk and Ash, Brock, and Misty had to use their Pokemon to escape what was essentially Pokemon Titanic. And you see the giant Tentacool next to Misty. And in that episode, you saw the giant Tentacool that went over skyscrapers. So these just kind of bring me back to watching those old episodes as a kid.
Misty's Tears has 310s.
Yeah, Misty's Tears, it has 837 cards graded versus most other cards, like Misty's Duel that we just showed you, has 7 cards graded. It's just incredible.
Trap is at 155.
Yeah.
Erika's Dragonair, Rocket Small Trade.
Here we have Misty's Seadra. This received a 10. Seadra was never my favorite Pokemon. I guess Sea King was kind of cool, but even then, I like Torcy. Once it started evolving, I got over it. Everyone's favorite fish, you can find pretty much anywhere in the world. We got a 10 on it.
Follower, okay.
And Misty's Gyarados. I am not certain how this thing received a 7. Like, at all. Like, maybe an 8. Probably a 9, though. So it looks like a good candidate for a regrade.
Wait, when do you say regrade?
No, it's the Gyarados. Alright. This looks like more of Erica's stuff. Some of the cards we've already been over will probably go through quicker. 2 Bellsprouts. I like this art more. Fun fact. Paris got a 10. Looks like it's crawling through the forest a little bit. It's kind of funny, these first Pokemon cards, they made the Pokemon massive. Like, these are trees. The Paris is like half the size of a tree. That would be actually terrifying. Could you imagine a giant Paris just running around without the mountains? It would be a disaster.
Crazy Legs.
Erica's Tangela. We got a 9. Never was a huge fan of this Pokemon either. Bulbasaur, though. We like Bulbasaur. Wish I got a 10, but beggars can't be choosers. Now, we're going through Erica's Dragonair. This received an 8. That is heartbreaking. Dragonair is one of my favorite Pokemon. I see a little bit of the lip up there. It's really off-center, top to bottom. Makes sense. We have two Erica's Dragonair, or Dragon Jatinis, sorry. Both are 9s. The center looks pretty good. Not exactly sure why these got Erica's Clefable and Erica's Clefairies. All of these received 10s. This is an exceptional piece. I personally like this Clefairy the most over this one. I love it. It looks like it's sitting in cherry blossoms, just whisking away on a beautiful day. And look how stupid Clefairy looks. Like, it looks like it has no idea where the fuck it is. It ate too many moon rocks. Who fucking knows? But honestly, great.
Oh my god.
We got Erica's Jigglypuff, Cutie Pie. It's a 9. And we have Erica's Kindness. Erica is giving her umbrella to the Growlithe because she's afraid of it getting wet. Shows you kind of a little bit about who Erica is. Then we have some more of Erica's trader cards. Finishing out our collection a little bit more. We have 2 Celadon City Gyms. These are good cards. These are just, where Erica played. Now we have Sabrina getting into, I guess, my favorite of the 3 girls that we're going over today. This is a 10. Again, it is a darker hollow, which I feel like made it easier to grade. The centering does look good as well. Now we have Sabrina's Alakazam, which is one of my favorite cards of all time. I fucking love how this card looks. And every way you shine it, there's a different hollow that pops out. For if you put it too close, forward close, you see this one. Farther close, this gets illuminated, and even farther, you get the sparkles. We also have another one.
Jesus Christ, we still have 12 plus boxes to go through.
Yeah. We're getting close to halfway done.
That's fine. It's been like an hour.
Alrighty. We got some good things here. I can already tell. This is the Mosaic Birds Gem Diamond 10. This is a very popular card. People really like the Legendary Bird Trio.
Glass birds are nice.
Yeah, glass birds are nice. We have a Dragonite 10 hollow. I love Dragonite. He was my favorite Pokemon when I was a kid. Him and Mew. He just looks so fat and silly. And when you saw him pull up on Ash on the lighthouse and he stood as tall as the lighthouse, I knew I wanted one. Right then and there. That was it. I wanted. Now, going back to talking about Misty's tiers a little bit. Band cards, we have 2 10s and a 9. Not much to talk about that we haven't already said about these cards. Talking about more band cards, we have Sabrina's Gaze. This card's banned because it looks like she's flipping you off while holding the Master Ball. We have a 9 and a 10. Continuing on down, these were not the best grades. We have a Japanese Rocket Primer. This is also a beta card. It's got a 6. This is not a 6. I'm willing to bet my professional reputation that if I sent this back and got it regraded, we would easily get an 8. But whatever. Now we have 2 Ash's Pikachus. I Choose You. Pokemon the movie. We got a 9, which is great, and a 6. Let's check out the 6, because we shouldn't be getting 6s. It looks like the grader was on crack. It's about my only explanation for this one. Ancient Muse. I know everyone loves these cards. One of my favorite cards. We got a 6 and a 9. Let's check out the 6 a little bit. This is a little bit more reasonable. There's an indent on the card, which does bring it down. 9, obviously fantastic. Some more Misty's tiers. We got a 9 on this one. Brock's Rhydon, First Ed, 9. What a fantastic card. I mean, anything from 2000, that's first edition. 20 years old now. Has a 9. That's just super cool. Now we have Brock's Ninetales as a 9, first edition. Fantastic card as well. Azure Mill, this is from Genesis, another one of those hard to find sets. First edition as a 9, awesome card. I actually really liked Meryl and Azure Mill. I thought they were cute Pokemon. I played with them through some run-throughs. Deoxys Delta Sphere species. We got a 10. This art on Deox is kind of weird.
Wait,
But...
what? We had one of these? I
huh?
didn't even know we sounded these off. I didn't even know we sounded these off.
I don't remember a lot of this submission, but I'm happy we did. Here's the Lunala GX. This received a 9. Probably just a little off center, top to bottom. Here is a Dialga GX Rainbow. We got a 10 on this. Fantastic card. We love 10s. And speaking of Dragonites, we have a 10 Dragonite GX. EX. I really like this art. It reminds me of the Lighthouse Dragonite. He looks massive. And we are going to start the second set of cards. Alrighty, this box only has 4 cards in it, so this one should go pretty quickly. And they were all 10s. We like that. This is the Leafeon GX from Sun and Moon, Ultra Prism. People love the EVs. People love the evolutions. This is followed by a Gyarados EX. Also a 10. It is the shiny Gyarados where he's red that you caught in gold and silver. I'm sure a lot of you guys had that as your first shiny encounter like I did. It was too cool. Here is a Gardevoir from EX Power Keepers, also a 10. Fantastic card. And Mewtwo EX as a 10. This card looks spectacular. There's not much to say about it other than who doesn't fuck with Mewtwo. Alright, it looks like we're getting into some of Blaine's cards now. Here we have Blaine's Ninetales. This has no symbol on it, no hollow symbol. This is a 10. Followed by both of these Blaine's Vulpixes. I really like this one because it has a Pokeball in its mouth. I think that is Adorbs. And this one kind of looks weird again. I'm not exactly sure what was going on with these backgrounds. I don't know if they were taking some acid or what, but I don't remember that in the Pokemon world.
I think it's supposed to be playing on some like Foxfire.
Coolio. We have Magmar, also no rarity symbol. These are very rare cards. Got a 10 there. That's great. The Ponytas and Rapidashes all received 10s. Fantastic, fantastic cards. The Charmander received a 9. I think they did that just to hurt me inside. I don't see any reason this is a 9 except for maybe a little bit of off-centering here to there, but I've seen the worst cards get 10s, so kind of heartbreaking. Some really silly birds. I don't think anyone played with these for a variety of reasons, but here they are. We have the Dodos and the Dodrios. Only cool thing about these birds is he can use Tri-Attack. Very powerful move. Here is Blaine. He kind of looks like Mr. Eggman, just a little bit skinnier. Especially in this one. He totally reminds me of Dr. Eggman. He's very angry. I like this artwork though because you can see the fire and the reflection of his goggles or his glasses, which is a nice touch. Blaine's quiz number 2, 10. I think you can all safely guess that's an Onyx. His gym took place in a fiery molten lava volcano. I would be afraid to even try to battle there. Blaine's quiz number 1. This time he's throwing out multiple questions on you. I think we would all be able to guess them relatively easily. Rocket Scyther as a 9. The centering looks a little bad. I think they still could have hooked me up with a 10 on this, but whatever. I will say the same thing about the Moltres. Like, I guess there's a little bit top to bottom, but I still think this was a 10. Great cards, though. These are the two hardest cards in Rockets to hit. Rockets Trap. Not much to say about this one either. It's a trainer card. 9. We got an 8 on it. A little unfortunate. But we did, on the second set of Rockets, get a 10 on the Scyther. We really would like the 10 on the Moltres, though. At least on one of them. Oh, I already see something good. I already see something good. Who doesn't like the 10 on the Venusaur? Hot damn. This is a great card. And it goes very nicely with our Venusaur, Ivysaur, and Bulbasaur decks. No! This is so fucked! There's no way this is a 7. This sucks. Whatever. We got everyone's favorite fire lizard. We have a 10, a 9, and a 7. Again, there's no way this card's 7. I guess there's a little bit of indent on the back. I think I shifted that way, but whatever. Sad day for the Charizard. Let's hope that the Squirtles do better, but the 6 doesn't look good. Oh, the Wartortle is a 10. And then we have the Blastoise as a 9. The Blastoise does look a tad bit off center, so I can see why they gave it a 9. But, you know, you still would rather have a 10.
I see a little corner bending and some scratching on the back.
Yep. Cadaver again, we got a 9. Great card. We love Cadavers around here. We got a 10 on the Poliwrath. That's cool. We have a Charmeleon again. This one has a 10. So that's pretty cool. The Japanese Beedrill, we got a 9 on this. Cool looking card. The Nidoking got a 9. It is off center, top to bottom. The top is thicker than the bottom, so it makes sense. And the right side is thinner than the left. So it makes sense why we got a 9 instead of a 10. The Pokeflute. I liked it. I graded it. That's about all I have to say about it. I figured I would sell it with a Snorlax. That's pretty much all I have to say.
You gotta pick it up somehow.
This thing, it looked too stupid not to grade it. I don't exactly understand what's going on, but I like Slowpokes. We have Erica as a 9. This is a great card. I don't know why I didn't get a 10, except for the centering, I guess. Celadon City Gym, we already showed off a couple 10s of these. Ooh, hot dang! This got a 10! I was not expecting this tops to get a 10.
Fuck yeah.
This is fantastic. We got this from Roger. Yeah, dude, I bought this off Roger. We do not have a Charmeleon, but we do have an 8. That got a pre-grade as an 8. I'm so happy they came back as a 10.
Yeah, this looks.
Oh! Our Spanish first time Charizard! It came back as an 8! We were thinking like a 6! Woo!
Fuck yeah!
This is a grail. This is for sure a grail. I know a lot of people don't and aren't really excited about the other languages like Spanish, German, French. I think that will change very greatly. Spanish is the hardest printed, the lowest printed set for first edition. This is a very, very, very rare Charizard. Like, holy crap! I cannot believe this got to me. This Fox had some hype. This is a Charizard. It seems a better days. It's a 4.
Why is this a 4?
It's rough, bro. there's a full corner, and you can see hollows up. That box was hype, guys.
Alright, this is.
That box was hype.
Oh, this is fun. Talk about fucking PSA fuck condition.
PSA fun. Alright. Back to some Japanese things, it looks like. We graded a bunch of jinxes. These are all banned jinxes. We already talked about them a little bit. These are all 10s. We graded them, so many of them, because they're banned cards, and
People love it.
people like banned stuff. People like stuff they're not supposed to have. Going on down the line. No, what? We graded 4 of these, and they couldn't give me 110. That's kind of rigged. I'm actually not so happy about this.
Are they all 9s?
There's 3 9s and an 8. This is kind of rigged.
Red.
Super rigged. Not very happy. But the Haunter did get a 10.
But the Hunter did get it too.
I actually really like this art. I actually really like this art too. I think they're both lit. These are all no rarity symbols. Pretty cool cards.
What if the ones you didn't send were the ones that would have gone on 10?
Here are 3 of Sabrina flipping off the Master Balls. All out of 10s. All banned cards. There's a little big collector market for banned Pokemon cards. A Sabrina as a 10.
Hey, there's
A Sabrina as a 9. 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 We have a lot of these.
There's the 10 you want.
Yeah, we have a lot of these. And then we're gonna get into some more hollows. We have a 10 Blaine, which is good because the one that we put in our set didn't come back as a 10, and a 9. Again, no rarity symbols. Awesome cards. We got 2 10 Japanese Blaine's Arcanines. Who doesn't like a good old doggo? I feel like this would be a lot of people's Pokemon they would keep. People like fire dogs. Great cards. Great cards. So we have some more bad cards. I would just put them in their respective piles. These are 9s, these are 10s. I already talked about these, so not much to talk about. Now we're getting into some more Blaine stuff. These are a set of 9 dogs in Blaine. We just talked about them. Here's an Abra. It got a 9. There's no rarity symbol. It's pretty cool. Here's a Ghastly. It got a 10. I like this artwork. This Abra got a 10 as well. I like this artwork. I like him. He's chilling under a tree. I kind of imagine this is how you like try to catch an Abra. You know how they always teleport away? Like you'd have like catch one that's sleeping, and then you'd go up and then try to throw your Pokeball before it teleports. We have a 10 Haunter again. And now it looks like we're getting into some more modern stuff. We have a 9 Thunderous EX. I have never played with this Pokemon except for on Smogon, but he was very annoying. Every single time. Magnezone EX as a 9, and a Magnezone EX as an 8, and the full art Magnezone EX as a 9. Never liked Electrode. Magnezone was a little bit cooler, but I mean, they're just metal balls at the end of the day. We have the Altaria EX as an 8. People like the birds. A Gyarados 8. An Aegis Slash EX as a 9. Cool looking card. People really like this Pokemon. It can be both aggressive and defensive at the same time. A Mega Camerupt EX. I really like these EX series ones with the Japanese letters on them. I think they're very, very cool looking cards in general.
The Japanese one had an English name on the attack on it.
Then we have a Cinderace VMAX. This received a 10 on one of the new starters, Resort and Shield. A Lapras VMAX. We also got a 10. This can go with my stuffed animal. And then Espeon Deoxys GX. It's got a 9. Not exactly sure what's wrong with this. I hope one of these got a 10 because we did get the Umbreon and Darkrai as 10s. Okay, it looks like we have some more band cards. There's a lot of jinxes. So we'll pile them into their respective grades. Okay. So black-face jinxes, we have 4 more 10s, a 9 and an 8. Alakazam, Japanese basic. This is a 9. This is a very hard card to grade as a 10. We have the Mew. This is a 9 as well. I didn't really have a reason to grade it other than I liked Mews. I feel like that's a really underrated grading approach, is grade what you like. Mewtwo EX and Mewtwo EX. Both are 1s and 8, 1s and 9. Good cards. Cool cards. So now we have EVGX. Unfortunately, this got a 9. I really wish it was a 10. Let's see what other evolutions we have with it. We had the Jolteon EX, which also got an 8. And the Flareon EX, which also got an 8. I like this guy. He's really cute. Now we have a Team Rocket Returns Togetic.
Ooh, the Togetic looks nice.
This is a 9. I really like this artwork. I really like the stupidly drawn cards that look like they were made by toddlers. Definitely my favorite arts. This Magikarp, unfortunately, only got a 7, but I mean, still a cool fish. Dark Muck EX, Gem Mint 10 from Team Rocket Returns. This card's almost 17 years old now, guys. It's amazing. I really like Team Rocket Returns because the sparkles actually are the gym badges. So that's cool. Dark Steelix as a 9, also from Team Rocket Returns.
Oh, nice.
Holographic. I really like the background. Some more basic starter Pokemon on Japanese.
Oh, I think those were the Bulbasaurs to match the,
We did get a 10. So the Charmander does have a place. Alrighty. So this is just going to be a bunch of extra Gym Hero stuff from starter decks. We were trying to crack to make the best sequential set of 10s. We did get a Brock's 10. That's great. Brock's Rhydon is a 10. Brock's Rhydon is a 9. Cool. Three more Brock's Ninetales. It's still very sad we didn't get a 10. Creating this many copies, you think they'd throw a boy a bone, but no bones for this boy. But we did get a 10 Misty's Tears, yay! And some Golducks. Two 10s and a 9. Not much to say about these. We already kind of went over a lot of these Pokemon earlier in the stream. The Tentacruel is a 9. Again, we really were hoping for that 10, but beggars can't be choosers. We did get Lieutenant Surge's Magneton as a 10. The other two came back as 9s, so it's really good we got this. Again, this is a very hard card to grade because I like the holographs. This time, we got the Pikachu we did need as a 10, as a 10. So we should be able to make a complete set of Surgeon's decks as 10s. But here's some 9 and 10 Pikachus. These 3 are the 9s. Here's the Raichu. Now we have Lieutenant Surge's Pharaoh, also a 9. We still need one of these, and a 10. Kind of sucks. And 9 Misty's Tears. And an 8 Erica. Organizing all these is gonna be fun.
Oh, I'm gonna have to categorize all this.
You have a lot of work to do.
Take inventory. That's the fun.
Alrighty. Rocket Scyther as a 9. We already talked about these guys, so keep it moving a little bit. Okay. We have a 9 Japanese Teferi. We kind of talked about this. We have not talked about this, though. This is a Japanese Neo 2 9 Beedrill. The Beedrill looks big. These kind of look like trees, but they're cactuses. I guess it's going to collect some nectar. We also have a Japanese 9 Gyarados from the base set. Fan favorite Pokemon. Alrighty, so now we're down to some Dragonairs. I again don't believe for a second that these are 8s. There's just no way. But whatever. We have a 9 Clefable. We already talked about this card. Okay. Now it looks like we're getting into the complete set of Sabrina's decks. So these are both Abras, they're both 10s, they're both no rarity symbols. Great cards. Followed by the followed by 6 10 Japanese Sabrina's cadavers. As you guys all know, I really like it. Now we have a Japanese Team Rockets Kadabra that's got a 9. And we got Sabrina's Alakazam was a 10 again. Awesome. An 8. Again, don't know how that happens. A 10. And a 9. We're getting some pretty good grades, I would like to say. I mean, all things considered, some of the pieces that we really wanted to hit good on, we did. There's a couple pieces I think that could have been graded a little bit easier or better or whatever you want to call it. But I think overall, all together, we got some good grades. Especially when we start showing off the Gem Mint Charizard. Woo-wee! What a card! We also have a regular Charizard EX. This is a 4. This is non-shadowless. This is just a basic Charizard, but just to the 4. All Charizards deserve to be put in sleeves. Now we have the twin to my Dragonite. We have a Dark Dragonite as a 10.
Now we just need to get it signed. Ugh, this is rough.
Yeah. We have a Venusaur. It came back as a 4. There's no way this is a 4. Oh, there's a massive crease in the back. Okay. That makes sense. We have a Japanese Sun and Moon Charizard GX. It came back as a 10. Very nice card. We have a Mewtwo GX from Hidden Fates. Also came back as a 10. Very nice card. Oh, Ho-Ho GX from Hidden Fates. Also came back as a 10. Very nice card. I actually like this. The Ho-Ho Shining. It's cool. Continuing down, we have 2 Umbreons from Japanese Neo Genesis 2. We have a 9 and a 10. Umbreons are some of the most popular evolutions. Followed right behind, the second probably most popular evolution is Espeon. I actually think this is one of my favorite card arts. I like how he's like touching down in the water, and still not sinking in because he's using his psychic powers and the ripples in the waves. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. We have a Rockets 10 Hitmonchan. PSA 9. We have a 10 Gyarados. That's a great card. We have 2 Erica's Clefables. Both are 10s. And here they are. We have 2 Rockets Moltres as 10s and a Moltres as a 9. There we go.
That's the ones you were crying about.
Then we have 2 of the birds as secret rares, rainbow rares as 10s, and another mosaic 10. So now we have some English stuff. We have a Charmander first Team Rocket. It's a 7. There is some whitening on there. Centering looks good though. Seems like a hard grade. We have 2 Gem Mint 10 Cosmic Eclipse Charizard and Blazikins. Awesome cards. Not much to say about these. We have the Mega Charizard, the Mega Blastoise, and the Mega Venusaur. All of these received 8s. A little bit sad, but I mean, we'll live. They all match at least, right? This is fantastic. We have a first edition Fossil Gengar as a 9. This Gengar is just one of everyone's favorite Pokemon. He's one of my favorite Pokemon. Getting a 9 first ed is just fantastic. As well as the 9 first ed Hollow Ditto Fossil. Great card. The first ed Gym Heroes Seadra. The 10 Lieutenant Surge first edition Magneton. Great card. The Pharaoh continuing to stay hard to grade. Giovanni's Gyarados as a 10. That's fucking cool. I honestly didn't expect this to get a 10. Very happy with that. The 9 Heracross English first edition for Neo Genesis. What I would do to open the Neo Genesis box, like honestly.
Right, some dreams.
Blaine's Arcanine English PSA 8 first edition. Rocket Scyther first ed PSA 9. This is a banger. All the English cards have been great so far, honestly. Erica's Dragonair first ed Hollow 10. Great card. Then we have Giovanni's Persian and Machamp as a 9 and a 10 respectively, both first ed. Fantastic cards. The Persian has a swirl in it. 2 swirls actually. Rockets, Moltres, and Dark Charizard, first edition. Dark Charizard is non-hollow, the Moltres is hollow. Both are 10s. These are great cards. Alright, guys, we got 2 more boxes left. A lot of these things are going to be available for sale. I need to go through and actually figure out what I'm keeping, put together my Gym Heroes Master Set, things like that. But after that, we'll get them on our website and stuff like that. We are going back to Yu-Gi-Oh! Heroic Champion Excalibur got an 8. Ghost Rare, first set. Divine Dragon Felgrand got a 7, first edition. Galaxy Eyes Taxion Dragon, 7, first set. Yoinks! This Harold got a 4. We're gonna crack this. We're gonna crack this. Heralds are good right now. Someone might buy this. They won't buy the 4. We have 2 ghost courses as a 7 and an 8. So now we're getting back some prismatic rares, and we have a ghost rare Rose that got a 9. I already have a 10. It's kind of sad this got a 9. We have 2 lightning storms. One did get a 10 though, and one did get a 9. These are very, very expensive cards. Like most of this stuff. We got a figure pin Pikachu. It's a 9. It's off-centered and has some surface area issues. And we got a 9 Surfing Pikachu from Evolutions. I like this card. Who doesn't like a stupid fat mouse on a surfboard? We got some Ashes Pikachus and stuff like that. These are 9s and 10s, lock on the first 2, and we also got the Japanese Gym Misty's Tears 9. We have a lot more Kadabras. These 10s and 9s, not bad. We have 1 9 and 2 10. Sabrina's Master Ball, Sabrina's Gaze, whatever you want to call it. Sabrina giving you the bird. And now we are on to our last box. So you guys might be wondering, like, what do you guys plan on streaming after, you know, we put all this out there? Because, obviously we only get back subs about every 2 months. Well, that's a great question. We're going to do a lot of more box breaks and Pokemon breaks. We are also going to be getting Genesis Impact in this weekend, and we're going to be doing a live box opening on stream. And we're just doing a lot more things. We're talking about Pokemon, talking about what you guys want from us, giving us suggestions, ideas. This looks like more Sabrina stuff. The Average got 10, that's great. Average got a 10, that's great. This stupid Japanese Gengar. Just give me a 10 already, you shits. What's that keep happening? Like, what? All the Haunters and all the Ghastlies get 10s, but the Gengar can't get a 10 to save its life? Come on now. What up, PSA? Continuing down Sabrina's gym stuff, we have Hypno and Drowsy. Drowsy got a 9, kind of sad, but we can live with that. And the Mr. Mime got a 9. I like Misty's Porygon, or Sabrina's Porygon a lot. It looks pretty cool. I've always been a fan of Porygon, but he's a weird Pokemon. Another Sabrina's Gaze is a 10. Then we also have, I like this card a lot. It's Sabrina. It looks like she's psychic herself, levitating up all the Pokemon toys and the Pokeballs. I like how the Oddish is upside down. And a Master Ball. Then we have 2 more of these. The Blaine's Arcanine as a 10 and Blaine himself as a 9. This is Sabrina's Gym in Saffron City. Kind of looks a little psychic-ish. And then we have the 2 Graphs. Both received 10s. Well, everyone, that was pretty much it for our submission. This was our first submission back in May. We do expect our next submission back in about 2 months. That submission is going to be way, way bigger than this one. Like, probably 4 or 5 times bigger. So I'm really, really excited for that. If you guys are located in Colorado and want to have your cards graded, you can come by the store, come by Rock Mountain Collectibles, talk to me or any of the boys there. We'll get you set up and take care of your cards. It is, for standard, the cheapest way to grade cards. It is taking about 6 to 8 months right now. So just be careful that you know your stuff's not going to come back quite as quickly. Yeah, that's pretty much it. I hope you guys had a good stream. We will be streaming again later this week. We're going to do some rip and ships for Pokemon, with Shadings Path and Fates Packs, stuff like that. And we're also starting either Thursday or Friday, going to be tearing into like 10 cases of Genesis Impact. So, should be really fun. Hope you guys all enjoyed the stream, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.